everybody. My name is Erica Sagon. I'm the Director of Communications at Cardinal Spirits. We're a craft distillery in Bloomington, Indiana. There, I oversee our social media, our media relations. I do some copywriting. I do some photography, a little bit of everything. So today I'm going to talk to you about canned cocktails sort of in that realm, marketing, messaging of canned cocktails. I'm going to touch a little bit on social media, a little bit on press and design of our cans, and more. First, I'd like to introduce you quickly to Cardinal Spirits. So we are a craft distillery based in Bloomington, Indiana. It's a vibrant college town. We opened about 5.5 years ago, and now we have around 50 employees, and that's spread across production, our tasting room, bar, and restaurant that is on site. We are closed to the public right now due to COVID. Our products are distributed in 12 states and DC. All right, so what do we make? We make delicious award-winning spirits. We have about 12 core spirits, and then we do a variety of seasonal and one-off products. We also make refreshing canned cocktails. We have 3 varieties, and we do a fair amount of contract spirits and canned cocktail work. So we started making canned cocktails in 2018. That was just 2 short years ago, and now they are our #1 product by volume. We make 3 kinds. We've got a Bramble Mule and a Maui Mule, which are twists on the classic Moscow Mule. And then we've got a vodka soda, classic. Why did we decide to launch canned cocktails? Great question. We wanted to make spirits and cocktails even more accessible. We want people to love their cocktails. And to do that, we needed to find a way for people to drink great cocktails anytime. We had to remove the barriers. Because let's face it, it's hard to bring cocktails to a party. I know, I've tried. I've showed up with a bottle of gin. It just doesn't work. It's hard to make a case for making cocktails from scratch on the lake or at a picnic, camping, tailgating, all the spaces that we saw beer and wine just crushing it out of convenience. Even an easy highball like a vodka soda requires ice, spirits, mixer, glass. That's why we put vodka soda in a can. They said it couldn't get any easier, and I don't know, here we are. So this is the message that we hit the hardest. Our cans are ready when you are. So if you're, thinking about starting canned cocktails, you might be in the same spot that we were in a few years ago. How do you go from making spirits that people enjoy in fancy cocktails with garnish to canned cocktails? It can be done. In both of these scenarios, this is me. I'm having a delicious cocktail that I love. On the left, I'm in Palm Springs in a fancy cocktail bar with my husband. And on the right, that's a photo of me last week with my kids, Taco Tuesday. And I love that canned cocktails just as much as I loved the cocktail on the left. So when we were making canned cocktails in the early days, we thought, how do we bridge our spirits and our cans? What we did is we took 2 of our most popular cocktails from our bar in our tasting room on site, and we canned those. We knew that we could be true to ourselves that way, and we knew that they were pretty much a proven hit. So of course, it's important to us to use quality spirits, real fruit, and in the case of our Moscow Mule riffs, real ginger, because that's going to give the mules that authentic kick that people expect. In 2018, we weren't the first doing canned cocktails, but we were early. So we knew we'd have to tell people just what to do. You have to put it in your cooler. You have to enjoy it outside. Keep it cold. Drink it right from the can. It's a cocktail made with spirits and real juice. And it's just ready when you are, and that's the best part. So with this messaging, our canned cocktails opened up new markets and accounts for us. Suddenly we were appealing to caterers, event spaces, sports arenas. Our cans have been available at the Indianapolis Colts Stadium, at hockey arenas, and even bars and restaurants started carrying our canned cocktails, even though they had their own cocktail program. In fact, our #1 and #2 on-premise accounts for our canned cocktails are axe throwing places on the East Coast. So if you see that bottom center picture there, that's an axe throwing places. So with these cans, we've cracked into places where beer has been dominant, and that feels awesome. Social media, that's the top way that we communicate and engage with our customers. We make it rewarding to follow us by sharing recipes, product announcements, behind the scenes content, and lots of reposting from our fans. So that's what you're looking at here. This is what our fans are posting about us. With our spirits, people shared what they were making at home. Look at that top row, beautiful cocktails. Here's what we'd see: pretty cocktails, but no Cardinal Spirits. All right, now look at the bottom row. Completely different story. Not only are our cans fun to post, but our fans are now our brand ambassadors, effortlessly helping tell our story and sharing images of our cans. All right, so here's even more social media posts. All those posts we used to see of people adventuring with beer, now canned cocktails, we're in on the fun, and it's awesome to see. In fact, I asked our graphic designer if he designed these specifically to be Instagrammable, and he said that really wasn't the intent. The idea was for them to be recognizable from across the room or store or stadium. But when he landed on this color scheme, the bursts of color translated well to social media. The clean design also reflects what's inside. The cans aren't busy or overly designed, and neither is the cocktail inside. So don't design your cans for Instagram, but know that your social fans can help you do your social marketing. I also want to touch a little bit on earned media. Media pitching is something that we work really hard at. Our cans have been featured nationally in the New York Times, the Wall Street Journal, Savor, Midwest Living, New York Post, and more. And none of these placements were luck. They are based on aggressive pitching, journalist relationships. In none of these cases did someone just stumble upon our cans. So I would suggest this as a tactic for you as well. Be generous with your samples, know your message, pitch continuously, and not just seasonally, even if your product seems seasonal. You want to maintain a mix of local, regional, and national media. One New York Times story is unlikely to launch your brand. You have to go for the steady drumbeat of local, regional, and national media. Lastly, I wanted to leave you with a sneak peek of our can design update. The cans on the bottom are the new design that's going to be released in the next couple of months. It's not a huge change, but I thought it would be fun to share. So we're bringing some consistency to the design by keeping a red triangle on the face of each of the cans. And we are adding a gold top to our cans, again, just to make the experience even more enjoyable. We really want you to love your cocktail. Well, thanks so much for your time on behalf of Cardinal Spirits. Please get in touch if I can answer any other questions, and please follow Cardinal Spirits on social media. Thank you.